dari Excel Home kita mengundang teman-teman wartawan di sini sebagai orang pertama yang kita kasih tahu dan kita informasikan tentang produk terbarunya dari Excel Home ini. Mungkin kita akan mulai dengan dari Dave.
Why don't you go ahead and pass out the papers?
Yeah.
Okay. So we will give you our press release and our questions and answer sheet that we've prepared, and give that to you now. But you'll notice a few things. First of all, we've asked you to come here today and have the very first look, the very first people that we've talked to about this. Okay, you did. Okay, very good.
Okay, yeah. So if Dave and I start speaking in Bahasa, this will turn into a stand-up comedy show. Right? My apologies for not speaking in Bahasa as well, but I'll stick to English. All of you are familiar with Excel. We have been in this market for over 20 years, but we have been known predominantly as a mobile company. We are changing that. The Indonesian market, as you are aware, there is a great opportunity for broadband and TV. The broadband penetration for an economy of this potential is a bit low. It is less than 10% if you compare it to international players and regional players. And so is the case with pay TV. So we at Excel, we want, and yesterday during the dinner we were talking about potential for the economy. One of the things is, what is the ICT infrastructure in the country that serves as the driver of the broader economy and has an impact on other industrial sectors. And we see this as a great opportunity for us to come in and help the nation develop the ICT infrastructure. And the key component, of course, is broadband. So we at Excel, we are entering the broadband market. We are entering the home market with fiber optics. What we are going to launch very soon is a very high-speed broadband, unlimited, no quota, no hidden charges, with an entertainment package. As a consumer in this market for the past 1 year, I have been very surprised with the kind of offerings that exist. There is a lot of clutter in the market. As a consumer, sometimes I fail to understand what are the different prices, what speeds am I getting, what are the entertainment channels inside, and after a few minutes I lose patience and I don't even know what I'm paying for, basically. We plan to simplify this. We plan to enter the market with a proposition which is very simple, very clear. It sticks to what we are actually offering. So high-speed broadband, no hidden charges at all, no installation charges, no quota, no confusion, very clear. I mentioned that with this offering, there will be an entertainment package bundled in. And I think Dave can explain this to us in some detail.
Sure. You spoke of something that confuses me as well. When you look at any of the existing offerings in the marketplace, you see a large range of all these different prices with all kinds of, what we'll say is either hiding packages, where, like, for example, you sign up and you get maybe 18 megabytes of broadband or maybe 30 megabytes of broadband, but this one comes with 114 channels. This one comes with 128 channels, and the pricing goes from around 300,000, 400, 500, 600, all the way up to 5 million. And I see these trucks driving around the city today that say, you know, up to 1 gigabyte starting at $299. And it's just so deceptive to the customer out there. Because what you find out when you go to sign up is at $299,000, you get a 10 megabyte package. At 1 gigabyte, you get a 5 million package. And the range of channels in between is really confusing. So let me ask you, who here has pay TV today? Okay, you have pay TV. About how much are you paying?
Altogether with the internet,
Altogether.
almost $1 million.
Almost $1 million, okay. And how many channels do you have? 200, 300?
I know.
Oh, you don't know? Yeah. So this is normal. You probably have somewhere around 250 to 300 channels, and you're paying close to $1 million. Your broadband speed is what? 50, okay, on a good day,
Yeah.
if it's working.
Obviously.
Yeah, so for those 300 channels, I guess you watch 200 channels yourself? 100?
No.
50?
No.
20?
5.
I think
You
like
watch
10.
5.
5.
That's
5
the
to
average.
10.
Yeah.
And even today, when I ask people what are those 5 channels, they don't know the channels, they know the programs. And one of them is usually YouTube. So this is not uncommon. And my question back to you is, so why are you paying ₦1 million a month for channels you're not watching? This is as if you go into the kitchen and you turn on the water and you let it run all day long, but you only drink 1 glass of water each day. And that's the market that we're up against here. In Indonesia, pay TV has been as badly used as broadband. The penetration of pay TV in Indonesia is the lowest penetration in all of Asia because it's super high price for content that people aren't watching. Another issue taking place is that pay TV is, compared to free TV. So free TV is free. People will say, yeah, I like that. But if you look deeper, and I think we are actually benefited by most of the people in this room are in our target demographic, that the people that are watching free-to-air TV tend to be 50 years old and older, and they're perfectly happy. 50 to 65-year-old, the viewing on free TV is actually growing. Fine, those aren't actually my customers. So if you get into an age range much younger, we're seeing this happening all over the world, and when we looked at the research in Indonesia, it's happening even faster. And that is that in the 25 to 35-year-old range, young families, they have young kids, their viewing of TV is almost zero. They are abandoning even free-to-air TV. They're not signing up for pay TV. In Indonesia, there's this term called cord cutters, I'm sure you've heard of. Cord cutters are people who had cable or satellite and then cut the cord and watch only on the internet. There's another term that's more relevant to Indonesia. It's called cord nevers. They never sign up for cable or for satellite. And they're watching off the internet. But the internet's a confusing thing. So, along with our broadband package, with every single package, at no additional cost, you will get an internet box. This is what we call XL Home POW. It is an Android TV box that we have customized for the Indonesian market. So, first of all, an Android TV box means that you have the entire Google Play ecosystem. Hundreds of apps, games, music, news, video, you can download if you wish. We also preload it with a bunch of apps and a bunch of channels. And what you'll be able to see as soon as we put this out next week are that we've been able to take apps and make channels out of them, like an EPG on your TV screen, a graphical EPG. You get to go up and down, left and right, through programs and programs, on demand and live TV. In that package are products you probably have heard of. We just are announcing now that we've got a relationship with Netflix. The first time in Indonesia, preloaded on our box. Now, it's not free. There's a free period. You get 30 days of free with Netflix. But it will be a channel, a Netflix channel on our box. So that you can watch Stranger Things, you can watch Lost in Space, without having to go through all of their catalog, trying to figure out what to watch. It'll be right there on your TV channel. We have iFlix. iFlix is free. Unlimited usage, unlimited movies, unlimited TV shows, both local and Hollywood, to everybody who gets our broadband. It's a channel. Actually, we have more than one channel from iFlix. I think we're up to 3 channels from them so far. This is the internet. There's no limit to how many channels we can throw in. We have large brands like People TV, Sports Illustrated, I can say this one now. There's one in the room that probably hasn't even heard it. Compass TV will be one of our channels. So we're adding in content for people that we believe want to watch, the people who are not watching on TV. In this age range, you know, football is not as popular as the older. Sure, there are some football fans, but it gets really expensive. But there's this thing called esports that's been extremely popular. We have, we're sponsoring Team NXL, one of the top esports teams in Indonesia, in the world, as a matter of fact. And we have NXL channels, live tournament streaming, on-demand programming from them. We have health and wellness channels for Indonesian moms that teach cooking of Asian food and good exercise and health practices. There's another very important demographic that is usually ignored, and that's the kids. When I was a kid, TV was safe. Okay, it was a long time ago.
Yeah.
But my mom could put me in front of the TV and I could watch Sesame Street or Disney Channel, and they weren't trying to sell me toys. They were just entertaining, it was safe, it wasn't violent, no bad language. And it's changed. You can't just put your kid in front of a TV set these days, or even in front of YouTube. So we created something that no one else has. It's called a kids mode. The parent can lock the TV into kids mode. And in that mode, it has thousands of hours of child-safe, friendly, educational, non-violent programming. The kid, you can leave them there, they can watch all by themselves using the remote. They can't buy anything. They can't get out of the mode. Mom has to come back and hit the PIN number to get the TV back into family mode. So, having said all of that, I think you covered the major points. For the rest of this afternoon, and for right now, I'd like to open up to questions, and we'll start addressing those one by one, and then we have time after that. We'll bring out some food, and we'll take a number of you through one-on-one interviews to answer any additional questions you have, and hopefully we can cover all of that today.